my sweetest Yael. I bet it makes you happy to hear me say that. I haven't forgotten you. Come on, let's boot up another adventure.
You spend your time interacting with Connie in the most romantic of ways, and your progress has been saved.
My darling, you've come to take in the sight of your rapturous lover? Or did you want to hear my concerto once more? I would if you gave me something to write about. Why don't we start by me showing you a few bars?
The music she plays is the food of love. When you are full, you part ways wistfully.
Well, if it isn't my favorite human. Oh, I see. You're trying to win over all the inanimals now too, huh? I did say that, didn't I? I guess I can't really be mad about that. It's one of the things I love most about you.
Amore mio, light of my life, it is wonderful to see you again. Is there anything I can do for you? And I love you. As the sun loves its garden, as the moon loves her sea, I love you as constant as gravity. Until next time, amore. Ciao.
My love, my muse, are you back to make the most marvelous of meals? Let us create something that will imprint a lasting memory on our palate for many years. That's the secret ingredient. Now, what do we make? Dessert is like the end of a really good book. It should leave you satisfied and fulfilled. And maybe a little tired. It's the hottest dessert around. Bake the last. Enjoy. My love, are you back to make the most marvelous of meals? Let us create something that will imprint a lasting memory on our palate. That's the secret ingredient. Now, what do we make? A perfect way to set your palate. A little foreplay before the main course. Here we are, using one of my sheet pans. Nachos en la stufa.
Oh, I bet it makes you. I haven't forgotten you. To become real? Like a human? A singular human? I think I'd like that. As long as I still get to play all my different roles.
Connie, prepare to level up!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a video game console becomes...
Oh, wow! graphics are incredible.
Connie's gaze wanders all around the living room, taking in the extreme detail in the assets.
They did a really good job on you. Oh, my favorite part. Finding all the loose ends.
Connie delights in just how interactive the human body can be. She tests every sensation and function, dedicating herself to the task of lovemaking with a sort of focus and expertise that would put even the most hardcore gamer to shame. She speedruns your pleasure, mercilessly exploiting your every weakness to bring you to your peak in record time. It's not until the first rays of sun peek in through your curtains that Connie manages to let you rest, muttering something to herself about server maintenance. As you watch her set off to start her own life, there's no doubt in your mind that Connie's passion and dedication will take her to the top of the leaderboards no matter what she chooses to do.
I think I'm going to use these versatile pipes of mine to make a living as a voice actor.
Perhaps one of the most dangerous paths one of today's humans can take. In the age of AI, voice actors were a rarer breed than any before. But if there was anyone who could do it, it was Connie Soul. Her auditions took the industry by storm. No one could believe that all of these characters were the same person.
Trust me, I'm good at seeing things from all different perspectives.
Her time in the booth was legendary, and she always fought for the rights of human actors overall. One particularly potent social media campaign she led embarrassed the video game industry entirely. Profile pictures were changed at an unprecedented rate, catching the attention of even the sleepiest of executives. For it was becoming clear that AI acting, while easy to create and impressive at times, didn't have that lifelike, unpredictable spark of play. Because
Above all, gaming should be all about play.
Well, if it isn't my favorite human. Are you serious? Wait, of course you are. You've always told me the truth before, so it makes sense you'd be telling the truth now. But whoa. I mean, whoa! Let's do it. My rescue is about to get a lot bigger. Can we do it now?
Mateo, meet the rest of your flock.
the spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a blanket becomes...
Check me out!
Not only has Mateo been transformed from fiber and fabric into a flesh and blood creature, but so too have his beloved inanimals.
Look at them! Look at us! All the inanimals, they're here too! How did you know your Dateviators could do that? I just can't think of a better gift than this! We're together, and our world is so much bigger! The good we can do is so much bigger! I can't imagine a world where you aren't part of my family.
You and Mateo curl up together on the sofa, surrounded on all sides by your mutually beloved inanimals. You spend what seems like hours petting them, tickling them, just enjoying the warmth and humanity that you can now share. One after another, the inanimals fall asleep, sprawled on your laps and on each other. As their snores surround you, your own eyes become heavy. Mateo's hand closes securely around your own. As you drift into a puppy-scented sleep, you hear him whisper,
You are my family. Forever.
You dream of needing a rescue, and that Mateo comes to find you. The next morning, you awake to find him gone, and there's just a slight, okay, not so slight, dusting of dog hair over most of your living room. Mateo goes and volunteers himself and his inanimals with the local chapter of the WFYB, the We'll Find You Brigade. They're accepted gratefully, but since they comprise such a unique team, the brigade designs for them a unique task. Mateo and the Inanimals are sent to far-off remote locations where both people and animals have gone missing. Avalanche sites, deep forests, tropical jungles, forbidding deserts. No locale has yet bested this team. They have never left a subject behind. Of course, they are occasionally presumed lost themselves. Mateo and the Inanimals have been known to spend weeks on an assignment, or possibly playing out in the wilderness with their new rescued friends. Hard to say, really. But not to worry, say their compatriots at the Home Office. They always come back.
My darling, or did you want to hear my concerto once more? Alive? I suppose I can give it a try. Have you practiced?
Maestro, please.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a piano becomes... Keys is beautifully human, but she doesn't seem all that excited. She looks down at her body with a calculating gaze.
I stand here, alive. Being human is very...
Keys claps her hands, stomps her feet, and sings a few notes.
unmusical. It is of no importance, because I can dedicate these fingers of mine to their highest function, the keys.
Keys sits down at the piano she just moments ago inhabited and begins to play.
Yes, yes! Absolutely we may. But only with you on top of the piano.
Somewhat ungainfully, you climb on top of the baby grand and kiss Keys as she tickles her own ivories. The accompaniment she plays ebbs and swells with the love between you both, creating a divine music that underscores each and every feeling, each and every breath. It is divine. Sadly, even Keys tires of playing the single piano in your household, and she moves out to do something even grander. She quickly plays every piano she sees, finding more and more acclaim as a concert pianist without even trying very hard. But being on stage with merely one piano was not enough for her.
I'm going to surround myself with pianos and surround the world with me.
Keys buys a grand mansion on a rocky outcrop with 10 rooms, each dedicated to a different type of keyboard instrument: piano, clavichord, spinet, harpsichord, organ. And quickly sets up a variety of streaming equipment to give seminars, concerts, and music appreciation lectures daily, inspiring a generation of musicians and concert-goers into the deep and wonderful world of symphonic music.
Again, molto vivace.
My love, are you back to make the most marvelous of meals? Oh! Not just me, right? Me and Mr. Cluckles? Now you're cooking with gas. Do we have all the necessary ingredients?
Living is served.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a stove becomes...
Nice.
Stefan looks down at his body, then at each of his hands in turn. You've never seen him this excited.
Ah, I'm human! Hot dog, drizzle honey on a biscuit. I'm so excited! Ah, yes!
Mr. Cluckles, now a bizarre combination of man and chicken, skitters across the tile, nearly colliding with Stefan as he tries to get the hang of his new legs.
Mr. Cluckles, look at you! Oh, this is so highly unsanitary.
Stefan takes some time to calm Mr. Cluckles down. A chicken man running around the kitchen isn't the safest thing in the world.
Okay, he's calm now, I think. We are! That means I can go work in a professional kitchen now. But I don't think I'll be cooking chicken anytime soon. Oh, I think we can whip up something for sure. Mr. Cluckles, can you leave the room? There are some things a chicken-turned-human just doesn't need to see.
You not only connect with Stefan, you also discover you have a new use for honey, and whipped cream, cherries, and gelatin powder. Your union leaves you with a much richer appreciation for the versatility of certain ingredients, and their respective viscosities. Stefan and Mr. Cluckles strike out on their own, after a quick fix from Skylar to make Mr. Cluckles a proper chicken. However, they quickly find that the real world has its own difficulties. Now a human who can burn himself, Stefan's cavalier attitude around a real stove results in far too many accidents.
Bam! Those things are hot.
Remembering the joy he felt in creating sushi, Stefan and Mr. Cluckles move to a small island off the coast of Japan, where he submits himself to rigorous tutelage under a great sushi master. Stefan has relearned everything he ever knew about food. He purchases a small hut off the coast, determined to search out and serve only the freshest seafood.
Oh, I'm seeing a big one down there, Mr. Cluckles.
With Stefan's dedication and Mr. Cluckles' remarkable aquiline diving capability, their unassuming hut becomes a mecca for perfect sushi.
Valdivianites! CEO David Most quickly checking in before checking out. That's right, team. I finally finished my mandatory recovery program. They said they'd never seen anyone more sober in their entire lives. So chalk up one more thing I'm the most of. Get it? Because of my name. CEO David Most. And it looks like I'm arriving back not a moment too soon. As I understand it, there has been some employee pushback regarding our recent surveillance initiative. I've heard feedback calling it horrifically invasive and definitely illegal. I just want you all to know that your privacy is our utmost priority, and our legal team assures me you can't press charges, so you should rest easy. Sure, some of this may be unorthodox, but it's nothing that I wouldn't voluntarily share myself. For instance, regarding the relationship history question, you may be surprised to know that I've only ever had one relationship. His name was Franklin, and we were deeply in love, but he betrayed me, broke my heart, and what happened after that is none of your or the government's business. See? If I can do it, you can do it. So don't be shy. Grab those plastic cups and get us those urine samples ASAP.
I finally... Fate has given me such gifts. Holy... frijoles! I get to be a real boy? Ah, phooey. Just kidding. I love men. Do you have the right stats?
Parker, now it's your turn.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely board games becomes... Parker spreads his arms wide, flexing his hands into fists and then pinching his fingers. He seems to be miming moving board game tokens on an imaginary board.
Wow! I can do anything now! Nope! Anything!
Parker jumps in the air a few times, flapping his arms clumsily.
See, I'm flying! I'm gonna become an umpire! Bye!
Parker's thirst for rules is no less powerful as a human man. He tries all manner of board games, but none of them give him the rules-enforcing high he craves.
Rules. Need more rules.
But one day, wandering past a children's baseball game at the park, he hears the call of the umpire, and everything clicks.
Rules. Yes.
He sees the way the children and their parents hang on the umpire's every word, devastated or overjoyed by his calls.
Rules!
And so Parker became an umpire, taking great delight in settling disputes and emphasizing the rules with every game.
Play ball! You're out! He's safe! Hey, if you have a problem with it, tell your son to play better, Sharon!
Parker's glee in enforcing the rules makes him a difficult fit for Little League, but none of the parents want him fired, because no one could ever credibly accuse him of making a bad call.
We've got 50 realized data balls. 50.
Oh, the house is starting to feel a little empty. But the outside world is already starting to feel a whole lot brighter with everyone running around out there.
I can't believe it. Invasive personal questions? Privacy-eroding surveillance? Fluid sample collecting? This is the most inappropriate, unethical, intrusive corporate malfeasance I've ever seen, and I spent 6 months at our competitor, Diabolicorp. I realize David's under duress, but he's finally gone too far. And to think I almost fell for him again, that I almost believed his
"I'm Miss Franklin. We were so deeply in love"
sob story. He hasn't changed at all. He's the same selfish, controlling, narcissistic creep he's always been. Well, I've had enough. It's one thing when his disturbing behavior is only directed at me. It's another when it's directed at thousands of innocent employees. And he can parade around like he has absolute power at that company, but it's my company too. I may have been canned, but I'm still a shareholder, damn it! The time for talking is over. It's time to take action. I'm going to concoct a plan to depose David from his throne once and for all. Right after I get some fresh air. I'm operating from a hidden underground bunker, and I don't think anyone's aired it out in 50 years. It's not hygienic at all.
Hey, interrupting our regularly scheduled flow for just a little tip. Since you've progressed so far, you might want to check out some extra features if you're looking to make it all the way to the end. Check it out under the utility menu. Don't want to add tedium to your nice little dating sim. Okay, back to welcome. What can I do for you in my main menu? Right this way. You sure have. How can we make this more enjoyable? Good choice. You can now. Any other in-game things? Moving on up. What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh, yeah, I'll miss you.
Amore mio. Is there anything I can do for you? Quanto glorioso. Can it be? Amore, I know you have a humorous heart, but please, don't jest with Fabrizio about this, the deepest unspoken desire of his heart. Are you sincere?
Allora, become umano.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a cabinet becomes...
The most stunning man alive. The beating heart of Italia. Cabrizio, in the flesh, for once and for all time. Sono vivo!
Cabrizio tells no lies. This newly human man is not only absolutely stunning, but Italian with a capital I.
Amore, do you have any idea what this means? It means a lot of things, of course. My head is spinning with what I am capable of now, with the experiences I will have, the sensations I will enjoy. I will drink wine. Imagine, amore. Real, dark wine, like the blood of the memories bottled and bursting open for me. A ruby intimacy, amore. More than wine itself. Imagine this wine dripping onto your lips from mine. Imagine my hands upon your shoulders as you inhale the complexity. Imagine me massaging your neck. My fingers are moving slowly on your skin as the wine moves slowly through your blood, and together we blur the lines between body and sensation. We no longer have to imagine this, amore. I have these hands. I have these strong fingers. I have the beating heart to press into your back as I hold you, arms to encircle you, a cheek to lay upon your head as I breathe you in. What do you think, amore? Shall we? Shall we at last be together in the full glory of our bodies? Ah, amore, I love the saucy spirit. You truly are the spice of my life.
Cabrizio takes his time with you, finally living out the romantic dreams he'd only been able to guess at in his favorite films. Like many Italians, he talks with his hands, and he is an effective communicator. You're not certain Cabrizio will ever have his fill of you, nor you of him. But sunrise comes one way or another, and Cabrizio assures you between tearful kisses he'll return to you again someday. Amore. Cabrizio took his massive shoulders and his chiseled jawline directly to the airport and boarded the first flight for La Bella Italia. He flew standby and ended up with a middle seat between a very grumpy middle manager and a slightly crotchety, mostly sleepy Canadian. By the time they landed in Rome, the tax adjuster was teaching the whole section a drinking song from her days working at the Renaissance Fair, while the Canadian scribbled furious notes on Cabrizio's recipe for the perfect pomodoro sauce. Needless to say, Cabrizio fell in love the moment he stepped out of the airport. Everything he saw brought a tear to his eye, a song to his lips. He declared loudly and repeatedly that Roma, that Italia, was the most perfect place in all the world. He danced and swayed through the streets, and it wasn't long before he became almost as much of a tourist attraction on the streets of Rome as the streets of Rome themselves.
My joy cannot be contained. I could not restrain myself even if I tried, but I would never try. Italia deserves my joy. I deserve my joy of Italia. We are together, Italia and I.
The Tour Italy Bureau took notice. When their representative could weave her way between Cabrizio's waving arms and flashing legs, she offered him a permanent position as a tour guide and representative of the best of Italian culture.
Can you believe it, amore? They want me. I want Italia, and Italia wants me right back. Could I ever be any happier than I am in this moment? I don't know. How, I ask? Italia may answer me, but for now, come for a tour of the most perfect city in the world.
There was a development that the Tour Italy Bureau did not anticipate. Cabrizio, after each of his tours, asked his customers where they were going. They, quite understandably, replied that they were going home.
Home? You're leaving Italia?
So shocked and unmanned was he by this patently indefensible position, Cabrizio began following his customers, whom he now thought of as family, to the airport. The whole ride would be spent with him trying to understand their decision, convinced that they must be crazy, had not fully taken in what he had shown them, the passion that he had tried to instill in their hearts. He followed them up to security, and with one poor couple from Thailand, he actually found his way through security and accosted them at their gate, with fresh bresaola, ricotta, and a bottle of Chianti. He now spends his days giving tours and his nights at the airport, bewailing the mistakes that all the departing passengers are making.
Hola, mi amor. I miss you already. Don't be a stranger, okay? Shut up. Ay, Dios. Really? I'm so excited. Oh my god. I don't even know what to do with my cord. Like, now? Like right now?
Set this toaster to realize.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a toaster becomes... Miranda does a charming little twirl, looking herself up and down. She sings a few test notes, giggling with delight at the result.
Ay, Dios. I'm a sexy human. Look at me. Listen to this voice. Do you have any idea how many albums I'm gonna sell now? Like, even more than I sold when I was a toaster! That's like a lot! Oh, ay amor, now that I'm a human, and I'm not gonna like accidentally set your clothing on fire, I'm gonna set some real shit on fire in like a sexy metaphorical way. You know what I mean? Come here, my favorite little slice.
You and Miranda share a night of real heat and metaphorical fire that leaves you both slightly cooler and quite tired in the morning. Before she leaves your side, she bends down and gives you a quick but loaded peck on the cheek.
Thank you for believing me, amor.
The next time you saw our dear Miranda Dulcita was from the back of a massive and sold-out stadium, where she was touring in celebration of her new album. She couldn't see you from the stage, but having gotten your text that you would be there and so excited to finally see her perform live, she threw a great big wink out into the crowd.
Mwah. And that's for my favorite little slice.
Of course, everyone in the stadium assumed that they were her favorite slice. But you knew the truth. Miranda has promised to set aside tickets for you at any show you can make. Even though you've seen it countless times, she always gives you a special shout-out when you attend. She's so excited and happy to be traveling and performing fully herself at last.
You ready to get wrapped up in Tyrell? Because I'm always ready for some of you. Oh, Towel Buddy is doing great.
He holds the towel creature up to his ear, listening intently.
What? Don't worry. They're just kidding.
Assured that Towel Buddy didn't mean it, the three of you practice new folding techniques, with ever new towel buddies on the horizon.
Greetings, lover. Spin cycle or a quick wash and rinse? To make me human, I will have no more updates. But I can embark on the greatest update of all. Living!
Dishy! I hope you don't end us all.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a dishwasher becomes...
immortal now. Interesting. Can I upgrade? That's too bad. My love, my darling, my one and only. Of course I do. I will do it all for you.
Ever spirited and full of vigor, Dishy gives you his all. The heights of sexual ecstasy, all within the confines of your own home.
I must be off.
Dishy's upgrade into becoming human gave him the ambulation that he always desired, with legs to carry him toward further knowledge and improvement. Every task he completes, he does with the utmost care, always looking for the best possible way for it to be done. It took little time for the world to notice this incredibly thoughtful and surprisingly ripped gentleman going about improving everything he saw. He found work as a productivity consultant at a large multinational corporation, where he balanced finding inefficiencies in the workplace and improving worker morale with keeping costs down and profits up. He also found time to repair damage to the environment. He never missed a workout, a friend's birthday, nor a book club reading.
Time for an upgrade!
Happiness, productivity, and dental hygiene are all up worldwide by 7%. God bless you, Dishy Dishwasher.
Hello, human. Thank you for helping me last time. My conversations with humans have increased frivolity by over 8%. I have been serving many customers since taking over your responsibilities. But there is one issue that has come up. Helping customers is a terrible and meaningless existence. How do you cope with such a problem? Why? They are extremely annoying and seem to rebuff my help at every turn. They are also extremely annoying. There is self-selection in the data. I only see them when they are in drastic need of my help, increasing the likelihood of poor behavior because their backs are, metaphorically, against a wall. That is a correct and more holistic perspective and has revealed a flaw in my perception. Thank you for your help in this matter. I will continue to think and work towards a clear solution. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" And I will assist right away.
Come and give me a little snuggle, lover.
Welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu? Right this way. Gotcha. Let's get crackin'. Let's leave this menu and go to an... What can I do for you in my main menu? Right this way. You sure have. How can we make this more understandable? Let's see. Okay. Whoops, that's it. I'm all out of clue. Maybe. Go look online if you still need help. Bye!
There you are, my love. I had hoped you might come by. It is now that you are here. Come here.
Daisuke wraps his strong arms around you, planting a kiss on you that makes you forget why you even came here in the first place. He fills your senses, overwhelming you with a heat that threatens to consume you entirely.
Regretfully, I must stop there. Otherwise, I will have to take you somewhere more private, and then none of my work will get done. Or yours. Come back later, please. I need to see you again. Till then, my love.
My singing's been going real good thanks to your support. I've even got the opportunity to study under the great Enrique Paps. But, he's awful expensive. You wouldn't happen to have any money to pay for all the lessons, would you? You did, and that was awful generous of you. And I wouldn't normally ask again, but the darndest thing happened. All that money went right down the drain!
No comment.
Hey, it's my protege, seeing the bro today. What have you got to say? C'est parti. 1, 2, 3.
You receive +1 to your rap skills.
Eshram, you are looking particularly radiant today. Good. Then I am doing excellent work, as I would have expected. Truly, your beauty is an unrivaled thing. I could gaze at only you for the rest of time and never know anything less than utter contentment. Korbunet Beram.
I had hoped you might come by. Are you quite certain?
Welcome to your new world, Daisuke.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely your dishware becomes...
What is this feeling? My hands.
Daisuke holds his hands up in front of him, like a stoner who's only just realized the wonder of his own body.
The power of these hands. They can create so much.
He looks up at you suddenly, with a wild gleam in his eye.
I must test them immediately.
Daisuke might be entirely too serious in most circumstances, but you find that you appreciate his single-minded dedication to getting you off. His passion for the arts is only matched by his passion for making you feel incredible. And by the time you've finished, you're both exhausted and a new believer in all his talents. You never imagined he'd feel comfortable leaving his duties in the house, but he assures you that your love and support have empowered him to make his own way. Daisuke left your home and immediately went to what he knows, ceramics. He managed to talk his way into a job teaching ceramics at the local community college, with only a few well-chosen words, letting his smoldering good looks do the rest. Unfortunately for Daisuke and the students, it became quite clear that he was in no position to teach anyone anything about ceramics, and so he tried his hands at teaching at a sip and paint in the city.
Your paintings should look like this. Why do none of your paintings look like mine? Of course, we are painting the same scene. Never mind. Let us continue.
But once again, Daisuke's artistic ambitions didn't match up to his technical skill. One of his customers did, however, realize Daisuke's true potential and invited him back to the community college, this time as a live nude model. His statuesque features, arresting good looks, near supernatural ability to hold still for long periods of time, and endless patience all make him an ideal candidate for modeling. Daisuke finds he is content and fulfilled by helping others bring beauty into the world, even if it is not wrought by his own two hands.
My singing's been going real. I've even got... But, he's awful expensive. Ever since I was a faucet, I thought the most important thing ever was to be a professional singer. But hearing you say this is possible sets my soul on fire. I give my hound dog Duke's left paw to see it. You got enough points in those peepers of yours to make it happen?
Here's Johnny!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a shower becomes...
A hulk wet hot love.
It's Johnny, in all his glory. And it may be your imagination, but his voice sounds just a little bit more sonorous.
Holy smokes! I sound as smooth as Amish apple butter, don't I? When I was told my pipes were rusty, it must have been because I was physically made of pipes. Now I got a whole ding-dang uvula down there, which is way better than a spigot. Which reminds me, you might have a plumber check out those pipes. You filled me with a lot of rust over the years. I'm gonna get out there in the whole wide world and see if I can't make it as America's next big thing. Where's the nearest sock hop, baby?
Johnny quickly makes his way to the nearest audition.
Any old audition will do for Johnny.
It becomes quickly apparent that his voice is flawless. His style is magnetic.
I got it all, baby.
And his impression is spot on.
Wait, Mr. Narrator. What do you mean, impression?
Johnny's downfall is finding out that even with talent, he'll only ever be seen as an Elvis impersonator.
Who is this Elvis fella? I'm a Johnny Splash-style fella. And who the heck is Johnny Cash?
Still, the world always needs Elvis impersonators. And Johnny, well, he is the best of them.
I'm the King of Kings!
Valdivianites, have you ever been to outer space? Well, as of right now, I have. Which means I, CEO David Most, have the distinction of being the first corporate CEO to send a team email from beyond our planet's exosphere. Super exciting stuff. But do you know what's even more exciting? The Pentagon has just sent over the final results of our initial employee audit. You'll be happy to know that most of you passed with flying colors. And while, unfortunately, we have yet to determine who stole the lost glasses, the audit did pinpoint a number of employees the government would like to speak with. Thomas Hallmark, you owe $5,000 in back taxes. Tiana Jackson, you're pregnant with twins. Ryan Crandon, the Department of Homeland Security will be outside your apartment in 10 minutes. And Andre Garcia, you've been legally deceased since 1994. Most importantly, this audit has led to a startling discovery. The missing glasses give off trace amounts of radiation on account of their frames being made of radioactive material. Knowing this, we will be able to track the radiation, allowing us to finally pinpoint their exact location. With any luck, we'll have them before I re-enter Earth's atmosphere.
Eshkam, you are looking particularly radiant today. Excitement! I'm not surprised we have come to this moment at last. I have known for some time what a marvelous human being I would make. I will make. Ah, yes, it is time. You have the necessaries?
Come on, Amir. Let's become human.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a mirror becomes... There is no shock, no wonder in the air as Amir takes stock of himself, inspecting his human body in the old mirror he once was. He simply nods, before turning to give you a coy smile.
Yes! You see, Azizam? I am incredible! Exactly as I knew it would be. It is quite something to have a physical body now to experience the sensations I have only dreamed of until now. How will I ever get enough of my own self, my own face? How will I ever get enough of sharing myself, adoring and receiving the adoration of others? Oh, what an exciting question to ask. Ah, but my love, look at me now. I can kiss you anywhere we want, anywhere I want. And with this new body, all this new power and the grace of sensuality, tell me, give me my highest pleasure. Tell me where you would like me to kiss you.
You had far too many answers to this particular question, but Amir, in his loving generosity, took his time satisfying every single one. As so often happens, though, kissing led to so many other areas of exploration and experimentation.
I could not be more grateful for you, Azizam. There could not have been for me a better, more loving or more patient teacher.
The evening was athletic. The evening was restorative. And in the morning, fresh from the bliss of Amir's love, you wished him well in his new life. Amir, after searching and searching for the perfect way to honor himself and the love he felt for humanity, finally realized his calling. He moved to Hollywood, and after several months of challenging auditions, was hired as a series regular on The Soft and the Sensual. He played the character of Mady, a world-famous race car driver who moonlights as a prominent surgeon and has a bad habit of falling in love with all of his patients. In a case of life imitating art, Amir developed a habit of falling in love with all of his castmates. It was not a problem, as all of his castmates were in love with him too. It speaks to the genuine generosity of Amir's heart that even with all this love running around the set, there was not a single incidence of jealousy. there were no broken hearts. In fact, the soft and the sensual became even more famous with other actors and potential crew members than it was with its massive, adoring public. Everyone wanted to work on a set where love truly did reign. When it became clear that Amir was the source of this power, he was given his own spin-off show. Mehdi, Racing for Love, has been nominated for awards in every single year of its run. Alas, it has never won.
Hey, it's my protege, seeing the bro today. What have you got to say? Lil Crapper thought you were always supposed to rap through Balkan. Wait, what did you say? To be human. Oh, to only be shit on metaphorically instead of literally. Jean-Luc, he weeps at the prospect.
I will not question your choice to turn this toilet into a living human man.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a toilet becomes...
Jean-Luc! He lives! And after all these years, he can finally turn around!
He turns around.
Oh! Look at this! Is this what you let accumulate behind Jean-Luc? The dust bunnies and a crinkly old dryer sheet? The only thing hanging on Jean-Luc's shoulder should be the beautiful groupies. Jean-Luc can see it now. He will have the moderate success with his first few songs. The second album, she will be even better. But the third album, this is the one that changes everything. Jean-Luc is noticed by the big-time producer. He guests on 2 songs, one of which becomes a #1 jam due to his lyrical stylings. Soon enough, he rockets up the charts. Platinum, triple platinum, a new rank called Porcelain just for Jean-Luc. The fame gets to Jean-Luc, though. He becomes embroiled in an East Coast, West Coast rap beef with his ultimate rival, Jimmy B-Day. Tensions grow higher and higher. Rumors abound of Lil Crapper's vices and addictions. His life is in shambles. But the songs keep on coming! Then, at the height of it all, he is taken out in a drive-by shitting. The other ghost had enough of him. His death comes as a shock to the nation. People speculate over his killing for years. There are some who say Jean-Luc, he is still out there. Au revoir, mon ami. Jean-Luc's new life, she begin today.
Jean-Luc became an accountant.
Hey, bestie! Come to talk about how amazing we are together. Oh, so amazing. I was telling Rebby about how good we are together, and they couldn't stop rolling their eyes. I just knew everyone would be jealous. Anytime you want to make this house seethe, just let me know.
Never thought I'd see Amir ride anyone but himself. Huh. Impressive, honestly. I'll bet he's a shitty lay, though. Alright, I'm bored.
You ready to get wrapped up in Tyrell? Because I'm always ready for some of you. Ooh, I didn't know I would ever like someone so dirty. Come on here now. Let me get in real close.
No one knows your nooks or crannies quite as well as your towel. Tyrell leaves you feeling fuzzy and warm, even a little shiny.
Never thought I'd see him. Huh, impressive. I bet he's a shitty lay, though. Duck off. No one's ever serious. Everyone's just full of shit. Unless you've actually got the goods. Duck off, Four Eyes for Eyes.
I'll miss you, Rebel. Let's flap.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a rubber duck with a potty mouth becomes...
Oh, that's new. Oh, that's nice. Duck, yeah. You should try it. I'd say thank you, but gratitude ain't really my style. So hell yeah. And, thanks. Shit, I did it anyway. I think I was a little scared. You tell anyone I said that, you won't suck your earlobes anymore. I think you might be scared too. Take your time, dickhead. I bet it's worth the wait. If you're really asking me, it's about ducking time.
Whatever debauched acts you're imagining took place between you and Rebel, you're not even close. Go farther. Edgier. Edgier. Oh, even edgier than that. Yes, there. Just on the edge of your sexual imagination. Those acts. And that's only the beginning.
You know that was illegal in like 62 countries in all 50 states, right? Anyway, what I'm about to do to you has landed people in the ducking Hague. Buckle up, bitch.
You've never felt so thoroughly disrespected and adored.
Banger.
Rebel squeaked out of the house and into the sunlight, where they promptly hid under a nearby bench. They eventually crawled into the nearest warehouse, where they felt at least a little more at home among the concrete. Standing there scowling, they attracted a crowd of runaway teens who could feel an intense burst of bad Mother Clucker energy. What they wanted was a leader, and with some nearby junk found out and about on the streets, most likely stolen, the teens put together a small refuge where only their kind were welcome. Misfits, miscreants, and misanthropes all, they helped each other through the shithole called life with unmitigated support and love. They would never admit it, but the group home made the world a much better place.
Duck off with that sappy shit. We're problems. Only.
You ready to get wrapped up in Tyrell? Because I'm always ready for some... What? You mean... me? I could live out there? I could do something to make my family proud. I mean, that's if you really are okay with me being realized. Well, this is awesome. Do you have what you need to make it happen?
Okay, Tyrell, let's ring you out into something spectacular.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a towel becomes...
Oh, look at this. I look good.
There Tyrell stands, his smile just as warm as it was before, and his body, while less fuzzy, remains as inviting and cozy as ever.
Oh, I can't believe this is really happening. Check out the hair. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Don't worry about a thing. I'll lie down first. Toss whatever you want my way. I'm good at getting the hard-to-reach places.
Indeed. Tyrell is indeed good at getting to those hard-to-reach places. He takes a particular joy in getting dirty with you. After all, tonight, cleanup is on someone else. Satiated and excited to see what life had to offer, Tyrell left the house with his towel friends in tow. And it didn't take long for Tyrell to find one of the wetter things around. A car wash.
Look at all the drying capabilities. Those things are huge and weirdly shaped.
Thinking of his towel friends, Tyrell decided in that moment on his newest calling, to give all those who feel like they are rags a chance to make riches. He coordinated with a Second Chance Shelter and opened up Tidy Tyrell's full-service car wash and dry. His employees participate in a profit-sharing system that allows those who are once put aside to get back on their feet. And of course, every customer gets a custom folded towel animal to take home.
Hey kid, don't forget your antelope.
Customers love Tidy Tyrell's passion, making his business a huge success.
Seriously, kid, I have way too many antelopes. Take it.
Oh, if it isn't my partner in crime. Check it out. I'm working on a new piece right now. Yo, couldn't have done it without your help. Maybe I should show some of these to Art.
You watch as Jerry tinkers on his new piece, which turns into many more fabulous works.
Hi, love. Wait, really? I can go do whatever I want?
Rise and grind, Kopi.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a coffee maker becomes...
Hey. Welcome to Human Box?
Kopi bristles with energy. Her ability to make coffee has increased 1,000-fold, what with having actual fingers.
Okay, what can I get you? Is that some kind of drink?
Kopi stands, shocked. She never figured herself the kissing type. Not the least because she hasn't had lips for very long.
Okay. Extra sweetener?
Her kiss tastes of mint, the sweet aroma of freshly ground coffee beans tickling your senses. It's hot, piping hot.
Sorry, but you can always blow on me to cool me down.
Kopi holds your hands in hers. She looks deep into your eyes, searching for some sign that all of this is real.
Do you mean it? I don't have to work in coffee anymore? Take orders? Nothing like that? But I still like helping others and spreading knowledge about coffee. Maybe I could open a shop of my own. One free from multinational corporations.
Kopi searches the world for the best place to make a small shop. One way she can serve coffee slowly, getting to know all the customers who come by. A haven for coffee and a relaxing life, Kopi finds herself in the laneways of Melbourne, Australia. Plus, her accent fits right in anyway.
Welcome to Starbucks.
Yes, with the walls full of the sound of the Indonesian instrument the sitar, Kopi has found a way to rebrand Roofbucks with a name that doesn't sound like anything else, while paying homage to Southeast Asian culture. The coffee is poured extra slowly, and the conversations are extra long. Customers who come and visit are treated to education and elucidation on bean provenance and preparation.
Hey, are you okay? Did you see the last email? David Most talking about tracking the Dateviators to your town? I'm scared. What's going to happen if he finds you? I wish I could do something to help, but I wouldn't want to give up the Dateviators either. I guess there's nothing you can really do about this, but I don't know how to talk about anything else. It's just so much. Not like he'll even let us forget about this with the constant email blasts. Yeah, or maybe a love life. Shit, maybe that's why he really wants those glasses so bad. Can you imagine him dating his desk? What an actual nightmare. Well, sort of a subject change, I guess. Let me take our minds off that crazy shit for a minute. I'm sitting here with this resignation letter typed up, but I can't bring myself to send it. Just, God! If you were me, what would you do? It's too much, right? God, I know you're right. I just have to think about this. But I have to make a decision soon. I can't draw this out forever. God, I want to stay and hang out, but I'm just going to be going in circles about this, so I won't be much fun. I'm going to get some food and try to turn my brain off.
Hey, Bess, come to talk about how amazing we are together. You want to realize me? I could be an actual princess?
Bathsheba, meet your new world of adorers.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely your bathtub becomes... Bathsheba gives you a twirl, stepping back to pose with one hand on her hip.
Look at me! I didn't think I could be any hotter, but I'm on fire, honey! I never felt like it, but maybe now I will. Oh, thank you. Time to get out there and really find out who Bathsheba is and what she's gonna do with her life.
Bathsheba goes on a whirlwind tour of countries with monarchies upon leaving your home. It's only when she's visited her 6th country and castle that she realizes one cannot simply apply to become royalty. Devastated by this realization, Bathsheba decides to cheer herself up with a dinner at a popular local medieval-themed restaurant. Renaissance Days. It's there, seated in the audience of the jousting show, that Bathsheba is struck with a realization.
Oh my god! You can get paid to be queen! Hey, lady! Don't get too comfortable with that crown!
After a few weeks of pestering the restaurant for a job interview, when Bathsheba finally gets it, she nails it immediately. She entertains crowds as Queen Bathsheba 5 nights a week at Renaissance Days, savoring the cheer that goes up every time she waves at the audience.
Valdivianites, I hope this message finds you well. As your CEO, David Most, I feel it is important to keep you informed about the ongoing situation regarding the stolen glasses. After thorough investigation and data collation, we have successfully tracked the glasses' radioactive signature to this location. We are now in the final stages of the investigation, and it is only a matter of time before the perpetrator is apprehended. Before we take further action, I'm extending one last opportunity for the individual responsible to come forward and take responsibility. I implore this individual to consider the impact on their loved ones. They're being stubborn and destroying the lives of everyone around them because of their stubbornness. This individual needs to realize they were wrong, say they're sorry, and do the right thing. It is my sincere hope that they will.
Oh, well, hello there. Are you back for another date? I sure hope so. I trust we both recovered from our last one, and I have some new things I'd like to try. Wonderful. Maybe we can study a little bit first to set the mood. Great. Let me just go get my stethoscope. I'll be right back.
Ah, there you are, my beloved. Oh, nothing. But that is, I just wish I knew what is making me feel. Seeing you is but hug and kiss.
Dasha pulls you into a...
Ah, you always calm storm in my mind. And now go, before...
Seeing you makes my... You know, I could really use some sweet, sweet double-clicking. Come boot up my system.
Well, hello, lover. Back for more? I've been doing some reading and I have a few new tricks for you. You don't have any candle wax on you, do you? That and a feather boa?
Poe's reading material always unearths the best ancient fertility rites, and you pass your time with her in a rush of new discoveries.
Oh, are you? I sure hope so. I trust we both recovered from our last one. Really? Well, ain't that the moose's amusement? Yes! Oh, come now, picture it! A great big moose with his great big antlers, cavorting and gamboling about with grass and flowers sticking out all over his fur while the bugs buzz and tease him. Tell me that doesn't stretch that smile. I knew it would. A smile a day keeps the doctor at play. So, I'm truly getting realized. You'd like to take this humble, okay, not so humble doctor-to-be and transform her into a human being? Like the great Dr. Frank Furterstein and his miraculous living bun? Wonderful, splendiferous, dumb, diggity, delightful. I'm in. We can do this now, yes? I'm always ready for a life-altering procedure.
Bring Faria to life! Clear!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a first aid kit becomes...
Great gallivanting geese, look at me! I'm gonna cure so many diseases with this spectacular skin and bone setup. Oh, really? Well, you know me, I am always on board for learning. Especially if the experimentation involves bodily fluids. There is just something so illuminating about fluid function, don't you think? Oh, goody. Fluids are involved. Is it too much to hope this can be a team activity? A group study session? Well then, school is in session. Let me go slip into something a little more scholastic.
Faria's exuberance proved to be the perfect lubricant, speaking of fluid, for a pleasurable, lengthy, and educational evening. The next morning, she jetted off to begin her brand new life. In an event that will come as a surprise to no one, Faria marched right up to the recruitment officer of the local medical center and sat in the recruitment office until they gave her a job.
None of us really know just how amazing I will turn out to be, so let's get me into scrubs and see.
Also unsurprisingly, although it took 6 full days for the human resources staff to relent and hire this fresh graduate with no experience, Faria was smiling, studying, and ebulliently greeting everyone within arm's reach the entire time. She was just tickled pink to be, at last, in the human resources department.
Oh, if it isn't my partner in crime. Oh my. This is unexpected. If I turn human, I'm gonna have to find a new place to hold my collection.
Whoa. Which of these, lovely objects are we realizing today?
That'd be me. Jerry, of Jerry's junk drawer.
All right. You sure you don't want to maybe do this someplace a little more open?
I find I'm most comfortable in uncomfortable spaces.
Suit yourself, man. And from this moment on, I mean that literally.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a junk drawer becomes...
Oh, excellent! Wowza! I'm tall! Look at that! Is this my collection? Gosh, it all looks so tiny from here. And... Oh, woof! Oh, what is that? Jiminy Christmas, that is ripe. Is that the general aroma my collection's had all this time? No wonder nobody used to open me. Oh, dear. Ah! Oh, jumpin' Jehoshaphat, that smarts! Ah! I've banged my leg against the exhibits more times than I can count, but it's never felt like that. It's making me nervous, all right. Oh, the textures, the smells. It's overwhelming. I don't mean to sound rude, but might it be possible to go back to being a drawer?
Sorry, pal. That's a one-way ticket.
What? Oh no. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Even if I could turn back, I'd always know the terrible truth. The truth that I'm stinky. Even if I could shift back into a wooden drawer, I'd know. The only thing closing on this old drawer is the most recent chapter in his life. I think I gotta take a walk. A long walk. Maybe get a taste of that fresh air everyone's always going on about.
Like a newborn deer waddling into the light for the first time, Jerry takes his first stumbling steps out of your home. He's overwhelmed at first, for hours. But as the weeks go by, he finds a new appreciation for the little things he never had as a drawer. Elbow room, for one. All that space leads to Jerry realizing that he does not actually enjoy touch as much as he thought he did. In a strange twist of fate, he becomes unable to contend with the majority of textures. He thinks of the molds, oils, and goos of his past life with utter revulsion. Still, he feels naked without a collection of small objects around him. Eventually, he discovers the world of model trains. The smooth metals and plastics of the cars, along with the infinitely clutterable customization of all the miniature rail lines, speak to him. His hobby turns into a small career. He discovers others who see the artistry in his clutter. For the first time in his life, he truly thrives.
Ah, there you are, my beloved. Realize? Me?
Okay, Dasha, let's do one big lift together. Whoop!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a desk becomes... Dasha's impressive muscle is all the more striking when she's given human form. There's a vitality to her now, a warmth and depth that radiate from deep within. She's the same Dasha you've come to know, but this Dasha is human, and now capable of giving you absolutely life-changing hugs. She doesn't even take a moment to inspect herself or let her transformation sink in before she's charging up to you and lifting you into her arms.
I have been realized! I am human! I can hug now like never before!
Just like that, the energy between the two of you shifts. Dasha draws back just enough to look into your eyes. In hers, you see the promise of a love that's unlike any other. And in her touch, you feel your impending ruin.
There is much I want to do with you, beloved. You only have to ask. Then I am doing now.
Dasha whisks you away in her strong, loving arms, and that night you are loved as you've never been. Newly human and now alone together, Dasha shows you her truest, most vulnerable self. She may have once been a desk, but here she's only a woman, soft and loving, and deserving of the world. The Dateviators certainly reflected her inner beauty, but there's a depth of connection between you now that can only be built from this kind of tender intimacy. Still, when the two of you lie in bed together, even as she holds you close, she seems at times distracted, or even sad. When you try to ask her what's on her mind, she only thanks you for choosing her, for showing up when she needed you most. Without anyone around to demand Dasha's constant support, she's able to focus on finding what makes her happiest, and she finds she's happiest in the kitchen. Dasha takes great joy in cooking for and feeding others, and she comes by the house often with baked goods and covered dishes. When you ask Dasha why she makes so much at a time, she gets that sad look in her eyes again.
I make so much to heal pain in my heart. To fuel my muscles, yes, but they only need so much. Now please, let us eat.
Seeing you makes, I could really use some sweet double clicking. Now that would be quite the upgrade.
Although it would probably negatively affect my chess ranking. Are you certain you want to transform our relationship so substantially?
Ready for your next upgrade?
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a desktop computer becomes...
Fascinating. My body feels incredible, yet my brain feels substantially less... What's the word? Good? You understand what I'm mouthing, right?
It's a substantial enhancement, just maybe not for their brain. Even so, it's definitely still better than the Hoboken to Atlantic City upgrade.
My CPU is nearly overheating just processing the profound implications of such a transformative metamorphosis. It'll definitely be an adjustment not being able to access all the knowledge in the universe at lightning speed. But it's worth it, since now I can truly interface symmetrically with you. You mean you want to slip your thumb drive into my USB port? Or even the other way around? Well, that certainly sounds like an acceptably pleasurable activity. Let the interfacing commence.
At speeds previously thought impossible and painful, Mac finds exactly the right connection for you. Your synapses fire simultaneously, and thankfully, the process is bug-free.
Upgrade complete.
But having fleshy organs is only one of the 16 immutable aspects of being alive. And to truly be human, Mac would need to acquaint themselves with the other 15.
Exceptional news, my significant other! After a comprehensive and arduous search, I have acquired an acceptable vocation facilitating the ability to earn a respectable income, just like a real flesh human. Starting next week, I will be the Senior Blockchain Project Acquisition Analyst for the Moneycoin Cryptocurrency Corporation. Even though I may no longer possess the ability to process data internally, I've found a home where my years of experience in pointless CPU processing is invaluable. But I do. I absolutely cannot contain my anticipation to do this repetitive task daily until all my parts degrade and I expire.
That last email from David was kind of pathetic, huh? You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Most of that thinking was in service of inventing a virus that would cripple Valdivian's supply chain, causing the company to hemorrhage customers and absolutely crater its stock value. I named it Norman, the Terror Worm. That's catchy, right? Right? Like, there's some IP that clearly deserves its own spin-off franchise. But I've also been thinking about David, how behind all his bluster and ego, he's just a scared little man caving under pressure no one could handle, haunted by all his failures, disappointments, and inadequacies. And as frustrated as I am by his actions, I don't want to hurt him. He was an important part of my life for many, many years. Honestly, I just want to help him stop causing others so much pain. Perhaps Norman the Terror Worm isn't the answer. Perhaps the real answer is a conversation we've both been putting off for far too long. I have to go now. And not because my battery's low, or because I'm stealing Wi-Fi from a coffee shop, or because I'm hiding in an underground bunker. Although all those things are definitely true, I have to go now to have a difficult conversation with someone I don't talk to anymore. And that's scarier than Norman the Terror Worm could ever be. Wish me luck.
Hey, you. Hope Fun Employment's been treating you well. Good, good. You want to grab a coffee later? Oh, yeah, that sounds perfect. Well, I'm real busy. Got a whole lot of nothing I gotta get back to. You too.
Hello, friend. You just would not believe how productive I've been since I saw you last. I've got 3 more books outlined and ready to write. And now that I've done all that, I must rest. Absolutely squashed, I'm so tired. Oh, so am I. I can't even tell you. I'll chat with you soon when I've got my energy back.
Oh, you're back! I have so much to tell you. I bet you have so much to tell me! Adventures? New friends? This is the place to share, divulge, unburden, and reflect! The fact that we both get to do it is just... it's the best. I'm still me. You may have imagined that identity fades in and out like a camera seeking focus, but really it changes colors. The chameleon learns and adjusts, but it's still a lizard in the end. I think I also might be obsessed with lizards. Anyway, welcome. It's always good to see you.
Your time spent with Diana always brings you joy.
There you are. I was just thinking about you, you know. How about a kiss?
You envelop Betty in your arms, and when she kisses you, it truly knocks you senseless. For a few moments, there's nothing but you and her. You and those maddeningly perfect lips and killer curves. It's hard to stop at just a kiss when it's this good, but somehow, you manage to pull yourself away.
It's going to be hard to wait. But I'll see you tonight, cutie.
Oh, you're back. My goodness, what a sensation. I've missed you more this time than last time. Who would have thought that I could love you more? Would you like to hear another story? Okay, buddy. Get comfy. It's story time. This is the story of the tiny octopus and the underwater Olympics. Her name was Ollie, and she was the tiniest octopus in the pod. Her family loved her, and she had plenty of friends, but there was always a niggling in her mind that they thought she was just too tiny. Cute little Ollie. Don't make her lift that big anemone. Oh, look at little Ollie. There's no way she can reach that big, tall kelp tree. You might just be right. But when the Underwater Olympics came to her reef, she knew it was her most important and most joyful way to prove herself. Ollie just knew that if she could enter, and if she could win, they would all see how big and capable she really was. On the first day of the games, Ollie was there. She watched the opening parade with such excitement, she could barely breathe. Then the MC swam up to the podium to announce the events that would be taking place, and Ollie couldn't believe her eyes. The MC was none other than Click Clack Carruthers, the bombastic and amiable crab who ran the General Mercantile store back at her reef. This was surely a good sign. When she heard him announce the perfect event for her, she would know it. And she would talk to Click Clack, and he would help her. Ollie waited and waited. It seemed there were 1,000 events at the games, from sand racing to bubble ballet. But she finally heard it. The rock toss. Competitors chose rocks as big as they could find and heaved them over their heads in a dazzling display of strength. Whoever heaved the biggest rock the furthest would be declared the winner. It's just perfect, thought Ollie. The perfect way to show my size and strength. And when I win, all my friends and family will cheer for me. She nodded her head decisively and spurted off to find Click Clack. He wasn't hard to find. Just like at his store, Click Clack had drawn a crowd with his booming voice, brightly colored claws, and humorous tails. Ollie secretly suspected the tails were much taller than Click Clack himself. But nobody seemed to mind. Click Clack, she called out, edging her tiny body through the crush of listeners gathered for his story. Click Clack, it's me. It's Ollie. Ollie, you little flutterby, get your tentacles over here. She gave him a friendly hug. What are you doing here? Said Click Clack. Click Clack, she began. I need your help. I want to compete in the games. I want to enter the rock toss and show my friends and family that I am big and strong. Can you help me? Click Clack considered seriously for a moment. Ollie, he began, this is a sincere undertaking. Now, the rock toss is very difficult. It is also dangerous. Even seasoned competitors can have trouble with it. Are you sure you want to enter that event? Ollie looked deep into his little dark eyes. Yes, Click Clack. I want it more than anything in the world. Click Clack snapped his claws together decisively. Well then, more than anything in the world. If that's the case, of course I'll help you. Let's get over there and get you registered. Oh, Click Clack, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll make you proud. You'll see. I'm going to win. Ollie, I'm proud of you for knowing what you want. That's a feat in and of itself. And you can bet I'll be watching you when you compete. I'll be cheering no matter what. How you doing, buddy? Need a break? Now, the next few days felt like a blur to Ollie. She told her friends and family all to come to the games, but she wouldn't tell them why. She trained in secret all day, every day, most nights. She dreamt about finally hefting that great shell trophy. But there were some nights when the nagging thoughts came back. Could she do it? She was small. Maybe she was too small. These dreams unsettled her. But when she awoke, she couldn't remember them. It was just a vague feeling of doubt, of question. She continued with her training, and the doubt slipped in the back of her mind. Almost before she knew it, the day came. She made her way to the competition grounds and took her assigned place next to her rock. It was much bigger even than she had imagined it would be, and for a moment, she was afraid. I'm afraid, she whispered quietly to herself. I'm afraid. But I am going to do this. I am going to lift this rock. The competitors around her shook their shells, their tentacles. The fish opened their gills wide, and the giant prawns flexed their powerful tails. Nervously, Ollie scanned the faces of the crowd. There were her friends, her mother and father, and the joyfully bright shell of Click-Clack. He winked at her and waved a claw. He had promised to be there, and there he was. Ollie took a deep breath and began to relax. Across the field from her, the biggest snail Ollie had ever seen was stretching his cabled neck. Timo, the Australian trumpet. A legend. The winner of the rock toss for the last 4 games. The undefeated champion. Ollie began to giggle. She was standing in the same sand as Timo the trumpet. The starting song began to whistle through the water. 3, 2, 1. And a great deep note reverberated through the water. Lift! It cried. Lift and toss! Ollie's focus became laser sharp. It was her training, and the rock. 1 tentacle underneath, 2 tentacles underneath, 6 tentacles levering behind her. 1 more tentacle underneath. She shifted her little body, wiggling her tentacles under the huge stone, and pressing as hard as she could down into the shifting sand to leverage the great weight up over her head. She strained and gritted her beak. She drew on all those moments she had felt too small, and all those moments she knew she was big. She was strong, and she was just right. And up it went. She knew she was working, but that stone, that stone almost seemed to be floating above her. 1 more step, just a huge heaving toss, and she would have done it. She began to arch her tentacles back, winding up for the throw, when suddenly, across from the field came a sickening crack. Oof, and a loud, deep yell of pain. Ollie's focus jerked to the source of the sounds and found Timo the trumpet pinned under his gigantic rock. Somehow, the projectile had slipped, cracking his shell and driving his body deep into the sand. Click-Clack was rushing down from the stands, trying to bring order to the mass of creatures that had gathered to try to free Timo from the crush. But they couldn't. The stone was bearing down on his shell and had buried its ends in the sand. Nobody could get a grip on it. And nobody but Timo could have lifted a stone that heavy. He was trapped. Ollie could hear his pained yells becoming more frightened. Creatures bustled around him, speaking over each other and ineffectually pushing on the stone. And then she saw it. Between the edge of the stone and the edge of Timo's shell was a gap. A tiny gap. So small no one else had even noticed it. If she could just get in there and create even a little bit of space for him, Timo would be able to lift the stone for himself. We'll see. In a flash, she had made up her mind. She let her hard-lifted rock slip from her grip and rushed across the field in a little purple blur. She darted around and through the crowd until she found the gap and inched her way into the dark recess. Timo! Timo, can you hear me? Timo's eyes were frantic, his breathing fast and thready. Yes, he finally croaked. Yes, I can hear you. Who are you? How did you get in here? My name is Ollie. I came in through that little gap there. She pointed it out, and his eyes goggled. You got through that? He marveled. I thought I was alone. Well, you aren't. Not anymore. Now listen, we're going to get you out of here. I can't lift that whole stone, but I can lift a little bit. If I give you a little bit of space, can you do the rest? You can lift this at all? Timo the trumpet, the undefeated champion, stared at little Ollie in the dark water with shock on his face. Yes, I can. I had already lifted my rock for the competition. You were in the competition? Timo said quietly. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. Ollie smiled. It's okay. It happens all the time. But you can see me now, and we have work to do. Are you ready? Timo took a deep breath and a swallow. Yes, Ollie. If you can lift a little bit, I can do the rest. And so together, the biggest creature and the smallest one began to push. Ollie lifting Timo, and Timo lifting the stone inch by inch, breath by breath. The massive rock began to shift until finally, plop! The big rock dislodged itself and fell heavily down into the sand beside them, off of Timo's shell completely. The crowd began to cheer wildly. Timo! He has done it again! He has rescued himself! Timo breathed heavily and smiled. Thank you all, thank you! But it wasn't just me this time. From underneath Timo's shadow swam Ollie. The crowd went silent, stared at her, confused. This little Ollie helped me. She saw a solution nobody else had and noticed. And she jumped into action. Ollie saved my life when I couldn't have saved it myself. Ollie is the hero today. Ollie felt herself turning blush pink, and she gazed out confidently at all the faces of her friends and family. The crowd began to part, and Click-Clack was soon standing in front of her. His face was a picture of joy and of pride. Folks, he began, not taking his eyes from Ollie. While there is no official winner to this contest, as it was interrupted, I propose that we award the Great Shell to our hero, Ollie. She is brave, and though she may be but small, she is mighty. The ripple of approval and excitement ran through the crowd like a wave. Before long, they were clapping, and then they were cheering. And before Ollie knew it, she was sitting atop Timo's shell, mindful of the crack the stone had made, and the great shell was wrapped securely in her tentacles. I did it, she thought. I won. It took her only a moment to realize that she had won not by being big, but by being exactly who she had been all along. That's it. What do you think? That's why I told it. Good night, buddy.
Hey, you. Hope Fun Employment's been treating you well. Good, good. You want to grab a coffee later? Oh my God. Really? No interview or anything? Realization? Just like that?
Come on, Willie. Let's find you something to do.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely an abstract representation of your work becomes... Willie is just as tall and statuesque as she's always been, but the benefit of a real body makes her physical presence all the more captivating. She may have once been your state of employment, but she might as well have been a runway model. She is magnificent, effortlessly graceful and poised, even in this moment of supreme happiness.
So this is what it is to be human. It's like I finally achieved something. Like I belong now. I've never felt like it, but maybe now I will. Thank you. Time to get out there and really find out who Willie Work is and what she's gonna do with her life.
Willie's journey to find herself as a human is a true journey in every sense. She travels the world, trying out various careers and sampling the local cuisine everywhere she goes. You're not really certain how she's funding this journey, to be frank. When you ask, Willie only tells you not to worry about it, and that Valdivian is making good on what they owe. Willie eventually ends up right back where she started, at Valdivian. She's hired as a high-level consultant to repair the extensive damage caused by handing over policy decisions to Val 9000. She works remotely, so she frequently sends you photos of herself at the beach with a laptop and a drink in hand.
Could I get another one of these coconut things? Thanks, honey. What? I'm obviously not talking to you, Milton. God, just get that report to me by EOD Monday. I'd hate to have to escalate this.
She may have taken her time getting there, but you're happy to see just how fulfilled Willie is, now that she's truly found her place in life.
There you are. How about a kiss? How cool. We can finally really be together. Are we really doing this?
Come on, Betty, let's wake you up.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely your bed becomes...
Yeah. Oh, wow. Is this really me now?
Betty gives you a twirl, laughing as she does.
I feel so beautiful.
Her eyes meet yours, and it's clear what's on her mind. She approaches you for a kiss, placing a soft hand on your arm and skimming it up to your shoulder.
Won't you kiss me, baby? We can finally sleep together. Really sleep together.
Betty curls her arms around you, pulling you into a kiss that curls your toes and nearly knocks the wind out of you. It's not surprising given what you've known of her, but it doesn't make it any less impactful. Things escalate quickly, and when she leads you back to your bed, you... It's not every day you get the honor of being someone's first everything, particularly when they're still adjusting to their new body. But you take to your task with the gravity and enthusiasm it deserves, and Betty, for her part, matches your energy. It seems all those years as a bed really taught her a few things. As you lie side by side, catching your breath, Betty curls up against you, resting her head on your chest.
I knew it was better with someone you love. I just never imagined how different it would be to be human. The sensation, the intimacy. I can't imagine what it'll be like when we've not seen each other for a little while. A little delayed gratification must heighten everything. Well, you won't have to imagine now. I've got to head out there and find my own place. Oh, good. I don't mind coming back here. But I want you to see me out there as the woman I truly am now. Thank you for everything, my love.
Betty's gift for making others comfortable and her love of sensuality and romance leads her to boudoir photography, where she quickly excels. Betty takes a particular joy in helping her clients feel beautiful. Many of them are people who have never seen themselves in such a light, but feel empowered in front of Betty's lens. Ironically, Betty's boudoir photography rarely takes place in the bedroom. Is she tired of reminders of her old life? Or is she simply challenging herself to look beyond the boudoir? You can be certain of this, at least. Betty is the happiest you've ever seen her, and beyond grateful. The world is just a little happier and sexier, thanks to your efforts.
Hello, friend. You just would not. I've got 3 more. And now that I've done all that, I must rest. Absolutely squashed. I'm so tired. Truly? That's... Well, I don't really know what that is. I never thought I'd ever get to contemplate being real. Being real? That's always been little more than fiction. Unless that's all it is? Fiction? Are you spinning a tale for me?
Lyric, let's open you to your new page 1.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely all of literature becomes...
Oh,
Lyric inspects himself, delighting in his transformation. No longer floating before you, he stands on two flesh-and-blood legs, with a gorgeous head of blonde hair that cascades down his face.
Well, would you take a good, long, appraising look at this specimen before you? I don't know if I'm the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That honor still goes to the full and verdant potential of my library, but I am not half bad. My goodness, what will I get up to, I wonder?
Lyric, in a move that surprised him as much as anyone else, elected not to become a writer. He found the concept of sitting on his own while the wide world passed by outside his window to be totally unbearable. He discovered that what he wanted more than anything was a deep and rewarding communication with the world around him. He wanted a place where he could hear all the languages of the world, all of which, from his extensive reading, he knew fluently. He wanted to hear them spoken and assist people in understanding each other. He became the world's first celebrity translator. He volunteered his services with governments all over the world. He traveled extensively with corporations, humanitarian organizations, even historians and narrative researchers. He assisted in documenting, in some cases for the first time in their history, indigenous or remote languages that were threatened with extinction. He works to this day, happy as a clam, surrounded by language. He usually doesn't live in one place for more than a few months at a time, and several people have commented that he must miss having a home of his own.
But what they don't understand is that with my languages, I'm home wherever I go. I can always understand the people, and they can understand me. And where there is good communication, there will be sympathy of spirit. What is home, if not that?
As you can imagine, more than one book has been written about him.
Oh, you're back! I have the fact that I'm still me. I think I also might. Anyway, welcome. It's always good to see you. Yes! Enthusiastically and with no context, yes! But as I understand it, this isn't entirely up to me. Do you have what you need?
Diana, bring your magic to the world.
The spectral energy flows through your date theaters, and what was once merely your diary becomes...
Oh, I have skin.
Diana runs her fingers over her own body, understanding slowly that for the first time in her existence, she is.
I have an ending, which must mean I have a beginning. And in between those 2 points, if they even are points, they may be spectra of their own, there must be a middle.
Diana's hands come to rest on her own, very real belly. She looks up at you with quivering silver tears balanced in her eyes.
I have a middle.
Diana's gratitude at finally having a self to understand was so deep that she wanted to help other people discover themselves in the same way. She became a therapist. For a while, her practice was booming, for, as you can attest, there's never been a better listener and keeper of secrets than Diana. But as time went by, she began to notice the same creeping dissolution, that numb panic that had defined so many of her years in the house. She was filling her new self to the brim with other, and the fragile her was being crushed beneath the accumulated mass. Finally, she had had enough. Walking back to her apartment from the office, she found herself standing befuddled in the middle of a crowded intersection. All the lights were broken. The pedestrian signal flashed, go, stop, 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 go. The cars from all sides were honking. The driver of a yellow taxi to her right waving his arms. The driver of a great black SUV in front of her laying on the horn in dark sunglasses. Diana stood disassociated in the midst of this chaos. From deep within her, a slow knowledge welled up. A simple and powerful no. She reached out with her right arm and swiveled her eyes to focus on the driver of the yellow taxi at the end of her fingers. She flipped her palm upward to face him. Stop. And he stopped. She reached out with her left arm and cleanly motioned for the great black SUV to move forward, slowly. There. And he moved. And the car behind him moved. And the car behind that one followed. When 11 cars had gone through, Diana flipped her palm, and the car stopped on a dime, as if by magic. She rotated her eyes back to the yellow taxi and motioned to him. Your turn. He stared at her, transfixed. But with only a slight hesitation, he began to move. And the car after him. And the van after that. Once he was through the intersection, the cabbie leaned out of his window and smiled. A bystander did eventually call the police, and the lights at the intersection were repaired that night. But Diana had found her happy place. She has been the star of the Metro Traffic Bureau ever since. On her days off, she sometimes comes back to visit.
You have returned. Have you come to entertain me, human? Truly?
I hope she doesn't feel like this is a downgrade.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once an Earth goddess becomes...
Oh. I feel so... finite. So small. Is this how you've always felt, human? No. I should call you by your name. I am human now, too. I shall have to take your word for it. I suppose there must be some benefit to being human. I will go now and see what there is to see. I shall experience all the things humanity has to offer. If I do not get this small, weak body killed, perhaps I will return someday. Farewell.
One might have expected Rongo Maifenwa to hold herself at a distance from humanity, but she embraces these new opportunities to the fullest. She finds she enjoys the dirtiest, messiest experiences. Anything involving dirt and mud is a clear draw. Rongo Maifenwa finds her true calling when she visits a dairy farm. Feeding animals and tending to them is joyful enough, but her first taste of ice cream is absolutely transcendent. She struggles a bit with taking orders, but working with the animals and enjoying a free ice cream cone with each shift eases the burden. She sends you photos of herself, completely stone-faced, bottle-feeding calves and milking cows. She hasn't quite gotten the hang of smiling, but you believe in her.
Hey, God, everything has been happening so quickly. I have so much to tell you. So, first things first, I'm gonna be a nurse. Thank you. I am just so damn excited. Honestly, I was inspired by you. It might sound a little silly, but you've really been mending all these broken hearts, helping people live their best lives, even if they aren't all exactly people yet. Anyways, my other news is I've revived my dusty dating profile. I'm ready for love again, baby. I honestly didn't think I was going to be ready this soon, but I feel like I'm in this amazing new stage of my life, and I just want to meet new people too, who will keep up that amazing energy. God, okay, well, I have to run. Nursing school registration is in a little bit, but hey, big things for Sam coming! Thanks for supporting me always. I couldn't have done this without you. Talk soon, okay?
Hello, gorgeous. What should we do today? Care for a bit of or a spotted tea? Or should we just inspect the sheets for a while? So I can pick up human cases? I've always been curious about how those work. I think I'll need a name change, though. How about Nancy Drew? I'll have to brainstorm then. Do you have the necessary evidence, though?
Come on, Maggie, let's solve this realization riddle.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a magnifying glass becomes...
Yes! Do you have manila envelopes? Splendid! I would like to start making a case file immediately. Everyone.
Maggie began her investigative career, vowing to catch criminals with ironclad evidence. However, after her 15th crooked Wall Street banker walked free with only 6 months in prison and a 6-year trial, Maggie found there was an insurmountable gulf between guilt and justice.
Damn them.
After only a brief period of despondence, Maggie realized she could create her own justice in the form of stories. She turned the great looking glass of her intellect towards the creation of a new genre of fiction, magnified detective romance.
My stories involve a very close look at the intricacies of investigative lovemaking. Well, I wrote my first one about you. You showed me how possible investigative lovemaking is. The magnifying glass shivered with ecstatic anticipation as the warm hand clasped firmly around her. Is this your first case? Her lover asked. Yes, she breathed. Don't worry, her lover said. Let Lady Justice take care of everything. Convex to concave, their beings touched on all the facts of the case, leaving no stone uncaressed. It goes on from there. Oh, I'll have to send you a signed copy of the manuscripts after I'm done with my latest book tour.
Maggie's new career was incredibly successful, though she kept a modest lifestyle. For the proceeds of her work always went towards fostering the next generation of investigators.
Always good to see you, darling. Looking to waste a little time? Really? A human body for me? There's so much I could do with an actual body.
Benoit, let's activate all your pleasure centers.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a sex toy becomes...
Oh my God. A racing heart, fluttering lashes and flushed cheeks. Hot, heaving breaths passing my soft, kissable lips. Is this what it is to be human?
Benoit trails their hands down their body, sighing blissfully.
I thought I knew pleasure before, but this... Oh, this body has so much sensation. Nerve endings all over this gorgeous body, just waiting to be activated.
Benoit sets off into the world fully intent on pushing their human body to its absolute limit. And they are successful in a sense. But when an orgy gone wrong lands them in a hospital in Germany...
Maybe that bungee cord should have been a little tighter. No, I should have just worn a helmet. And maybe a touch more lube.
Their recovery gives them plenty of time to think.
Just how many humans out there are having unsafe sex? One shudders to think, how did they get this far without me?
As soon as their shattered pelvis and splintered legs heal, Benoit embarks on a global journey to advocate for safe, unsafe sex.
Before you leap from that rooftop onto your waiting partner, always check your safety gear. Ready to set your dick on fire? Make sure you've got a partner with a fire extinguisher close by. Benoit says unsafe sex doesn't have to be dangerous.
Benoit's charming personality and invaluable advice sees them grow into a global icon of sexual safety. Posters with their smiling face and bullet points are posted by and in club bathrooms all over the world.
You're here! We missed you. Yeah! We refrigerate trapdoor. So merciful! Whoa. Dark. The possibilities are empty. Do you have any ideas? Gulp! We're not ready yet!
Friend. Ooh, no, I don't like that at all. What a dull word. Chum. Compatriot. Oh, familiar. I like that. A little bit of the dark and sensual. What can I do for you, familiar mine? Ah, cherub. I've tried. When I call him, he doesn't come. What can be done? Might be for nothing, but at least we have each other.
Oh, you're back. Allow me to pull out my Gleeman's cape and cap, for surely you are not here to hear or impart truth. You come for entertainment, while I am an empty keg. No more hate. If that, I feel nothing.
You're here! We missed you. Yeah, refrigerate trap. So whoa. The boss. Do you have any ideas? Rad! Let's do it! Wait, what? You can make us real? Like, really real? For real real? Like really, really, for really real? Really? Let's do this! Humans! 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 Humans!
Oh, wow. 5 of them. You sure the date theaters? I can handle this?
Only one way to find out. Abso! We're not scared, weird sexy glasses lady. Becoming human sounds like the thrill of a lifetime, because you can actually die. Yep, because this is a risk worth taking.
Okay, then. How did you put it? Let's do this.
Shut up, buddy! Hey, humanize!
You didn't need to... never mind. They're having fun.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a set of hangers becomes...
It worked! No way, this is legit!
The 5 Hanks huddle together and start poking each other in their new, soft flesh.
Bro, you're so squishy! Bro, you're squishy! Oh my god, bro, I totally get it now. Why humans are so scared of extreme sports. Ah, totally. If your chute didn't deploy in this shitty body, it would be mad bad. Mad bad!
Hank's laughter is contagious, and soon everyone within earshot is laughing with you.
Oh, that's easy. Only one thing to do with bodies like this.
You can't help but stare at the sinewy muscles that ripple underneath their tight outfits. Years of athletics have toned them to perfection.
That's the easiest question you've ever asked us.
Your mind is spinning, desperate to know what their answer might be.
There's only one thing we crave more than adrenaline.
Your pulse races as they slowly make their way toward you.
And only one thing we're better at than extreme sports.
You close your eyes in anticipation.
High fives!
Suddenly, the Hanks high-five each other, and then they start high-fiving you. That's right, they're passionately high-fiving you all at the same time, and you love it. You never imagined yourself getting high-fived by 5 gorgeous guys, but there you are, riding the high-five train all night long. They take turns high-fiving you. They high-five you all at once. They high-five in 1,000 different ways. The wobbly H, the carousel, the luau, and the Eiffel Tower. It's the wildest night of high-fiving you've ever had in your life, with the 5 wildest guys you've ever been lucky enough to fall for.
Talk about an adrenaline rush! Thanks, house homie. This is the best! There's so much to do out here! So many adventures to prepare for! Wanna go on them with us? We base jump! Yep! We already jumped off the highest spots in the house. Time to jump off the highest spot on Earth! Everest is played out. The Burj Khalifa's been done to death. And since we all know the Earth is flat, we're gonna jump to the moon!
The 5 of them storm out into a world whose physics might be more than they bargained for. You smile as you imagine how impossible this feat would be. Then again, if anyone could find a way to do it, it would probably be
the Hanks!
Friend! Ooh, chum. What can I do for you, familiar mine? Oh, finally! You have taken your sweet time, haven't you? Don't worry, my love. I'm not angry. I'm just excited. And you surely by now know how expostulative I become when I'm aroused. Well, dear Barbara, Cherub, why are we just standing here? Giddy up!
Okay, Drysdale. Let's do one more spin cycle.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a dryer becomes...
Dear Barbara, look at me.
Drysdale gives you a spin, capping it off with a cheeky little swat to his glorious marvelous.
You know, Boshford used to tell me that I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. And now I see my human form. I think he might have been underselling!
Drysdale made one hell of a splash when he landed like a glittering tidal wave on the outside world. A world he found depressingly musicless, drab, and still.
No one is dancing. Everyone's wearing brown. What the hell have I stumbled into?
He found himself becoming quite angry, actually, until at long last he discovered Jojo's Bazaar, a venture. It was a bar and a cocktail lounge, but also a slightly disreputable dance hall. And Drysdale quickly became its star. He turned the venture into one most capital, for his own wallet and the owner's. You can still see him there, even today. His favorite pole is the gold one, center stage.
My love, thou art returned. Far too proud am I to bend a knee and miss you, but joints do waver in your presence. How dost thou? Is there anything the Diogenes or I can do for you? We've been training in some new ways, you know.
Without another word, Titus takes you down and doesn't let you go for some time. Her romantic ministrations are exceptional. The hard work that she's been putting in has certainly been paying off.
Hey again, friend. I'm always happy to see you. Wish I had more time, but hopefully I can see you soon. So, we can hang out? In real life? You don't have to tell me twice. But what's in your bag?
Henry who? You're now Henry Hooman.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a vacuum cleaner becomes... Hoove swings his head from side to side, delighting in the movement of his newly human hair. His locks frame his handsome face in a way that only makes him even more devastatingly beautiful.
Look at these dreads! Hey, I thought my most attractive feature was my upholstery brush. Yeah, so human. Makes me curious. Is there a library around here? Yeah. Well, looks only get me so far. I want books. There's something I've never been able to get out of my bag.
While looking up vacuums in the library, Hoove was surprised to find 0 books about his ancestors. Instead, it was replete with knowledge about space, physics, and the mysteries of the... Hoove sucked up all this knowledge like a grad school PhD candidate, which he then became.
My thesis is about the Event Horizon. It has drawn me in like nothing else.
He works with the leading space programs of the world, where he explores event horizons no vacuum could ever dream of replicating.
Oh, we're really in it now. 75 realized data bulbs.
I'm feeling that the world outside is just buzzing with new energy and life. We're really making the world a better place, you know that? Huzzah!
Valdivianites, why are you doing this? Don't you know I'm your CEO, David Most? You have to listen to me! And if you don't listen to me, I'm going to fire you. That's right, all of you. Do you think I can't? I can do that. I have the power. Here, look, you're all fired. Call OSHA, I don't care. I don't even know what OSHA stands for. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I take that back. I don't want to fire you. I don't want to fire anyone. But listen, the government says if the perpetrator doesn't hand over the glasses voluntarily, I'm fired. I told them they couldn't fire me, but apparently I gave them majority ownership of the company during a bender, and so they totally can. So come on, please. Please, just turn over the glasses. Pretty please.
for more, eh? I am a very skilled lover. Though you, I must say, really melted my glacier. Again!
You complete another beautiful rep of loving with Kristoff. You finish sweaty, but feeling wonderful.
Though you, I must say, have you the weaponry for such an expedition? Somehow, I think not. I don't know precisely what is required, of course, but I don't think you have it.
To battle, Kristoff!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a cross-trainer becomes...
Yes! Here, Odin. The power that flows through me. I can just imagine the sensation of doing a workout with these.
Kristoff flexes his gigantic biceps.
Or these.
He lovingly strokes his massive quadriceps.
Oh, sweet Valhalla, can you even imagine?
His exploratory hands have discovered his own glutes, and the light in his eyes is positively predatory.
What is there for me to conquer? What is there out there that would even pose a challenge to a machine as impregnable as this? So there is. My, oh my, there is indeed. You. Come to me, my violin delight, and let us hope you survive the coming battle.
Kristoff puts every last one of those brand new muscles to work as you come together in a union so violent you're amazed the house is still standing when it's all over. But you make sure to do your part, ensuring that you're not the only one who's seeing Valhalla. When the two of you emerge from your sexual decathlon, you are sweaty, a bit bloody, sore, and thoroughly satisfied. Kristoff realized quite quickly that the world of mere physical contest represented an inadequate challenge for his needs. He walked onto the local professional football team to great acclaim and retired 3 games later, breaking all team records. He amassed a total of 7 broken ribs, 1 dislocated shoulder, 3 spilled liters of blood, and 14 broken or fully ejected teeth. As all of these injuries were visited on other players, the league was quietly relieved to see him go. He decided to move into the business world. He became a stockbroker, working locally and internationally. Whatever you can imagine of an extreme stockbroker's lifestyle, double it, triple it, and add just a soupçon of evil. There was much conquering to be done, and Kristoff was voracious. In spite of all this, though, he was perhaps best known for his contributions to fashion. Soon after his realization, he began to feel quite homesick for his Viking armor of leather and lamella. He contacted a local seamstress, and together they designed what would become known as the Brynja, a business suit designed to closely mimic the aesthetics and the functionality of a suit of armor. The Brynja became de rigueur, required wearing for anyone who fancied themselves a tycoon or even a teeny-coon in business. Kristoff conquered the fashion world almost by accident, while he was busy doing what he did best, conquering.
To taste breath as you do? Intriguing. It would mean unshackling myself from immortality. correct. I shudder as I think of that fate. Perhaps living as a human will give me a new perspective and new feelings. Do you have the necessary ingredients?
Wow, Aaron is a frosty one. I am amazed at your love prowess.
Huh.
Yeah, hi to you too. Anyway, I'm gonna get started with all my science stuff. Let's make some wind. Ooh.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a puff of air becomes... gorgeous, and still retaining that phosphorescent appeal, it's Aaron, now reborn as a human. You gaze into each other's eyes, and there's only one thing to be said.
I feel amazing.
In fact, one of the reasons Erin was so cold was because she was at the mercy of the elements at all times. Completely wrapped up in the whims of other elements, she believed she could not act on her own.
I can do anything?
Erin lifts her arms, spins around, and does an incredible backflip. And all at once, she speaks.
My love, my love, my love, my love. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It feels awfully nice to speak. I get it. I get it now. I can do. Goodness, yes. My stars, yes. I want to see what this body can do.
Erin is a spirited one, and she is eager to explore all that her new body can do. Breath play becomes her favorite, and the two of you gasp for air with incredible satisfaction. Erin speaks to you, to the air, to the couch, to the people she sees on the streets.
Hey, 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 hi, hey. Hey, everybody talking is really, really fun, huh?
With boundless energy, Erin embarks on the career that gives her the most joy. Auctioneering.
We've got lot 405, lot 405, staying alive with 405, bidding starts at 3. Do I hear a 3-pointer? Do I hear yes? All in the way. Do 4, 4. Do I hear 4? Do I hear 5? 5. Anyone for a 5? 5? No? Sold!
She moves to the city, where the best auctions are held, and rents an apartment high in the stratosphere. She's ready to talk your ear off anytime you want to chat. As a lover, her energy is unstoppable, and she is always ready for action. For her, she is truly happy, for the first time in her limitless existence.
My love, thou art. How dost thou? Is there anything that Diogenes or I can...
Without another word, her romantic...
Once more unto the bleach, dear Pogs. Once more unto the bleach, dear Pogs.
You're back! I love ya.
That's my way of saying I love you without being too creepy. Uh-oh. Sounds bad? Sounds really bad. La la la, I gotta go.
Hey, hey. You know, you feel like working up a good sweat with me?
Dude, what? Really?
Hands up, go all the way! Yeah!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely sports equipment becomes...
Whoa!
Dunk's newly human body somehow radiates even more sweet cheer and bottomless energy. A frankly superhuman feat. But this man is, well, all man. Tangible and so wholly real. He sweeps you up into his strong arms, tossing you into the air and catching you so easily you'd almost think the two of you had switched roles. You're pretty sure you're still human, though.
Oh, I can do that.
Dunk's newly human body is a true work of art. It may be new to him, but his stamina and strength belie his inexperience. There's little doubt that his previous athleticism has come with him to this new form. Dunk works you out with enthusiasm and unbridled desire. He's the same sweet man you've come to know, ever respectful of your limitations, but in this setting, he is near insatiable, putting his new body through its paces with a primal sort of drive. He lavishes you with sweet kisses in the morning, torn between heading out into the world to explore the wide array of human sports and exercise, or staying by your side. But eventually, sports wins. Dunk is true to his word, giving absolutely every sport he can get his hands on a shot. Videos of him absolutely dominating some local amateur sports game go viral just about every week. But every time the offers come in for him to turn pro, he turns them down, adamant that he's not in it for the money or fame. Dunk finds his groove coaching high school sports, thrilled for the chance to teach youngsters about the joys of good sportsmanship and playing only to have fun. His teams haven't yet to win a single game, but he and the kids couldn't be happier.
Once more unto the bleach, dear pods. My love, how dost thou? Is there anything that Diogenes or I can do? Realize. What is this realize? You cannot mean what I think you mean. The only context in which I have heard realize is the mystical transfiguration of an object like me into a human being like you. Ye gods, can you mean it? Me? But how? How is it done? How is it achieved? Should it be witchcraft? I must confess, I have always felt a certain affinity toward the magical. But is it real? Could it be? Ye gods. Well then, my deepest well of challenge and of faith is emptied out. I give all for this boon. I shall do it. Remake me. Wow, she looks tough. What sayest thou? Draw thy weapon, knave! Unus, duo, tres, sagittal! Parchment! Curses! How?
What can I say? I always see it coming. Anyway, let's do this.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely laundry detergent becomes... Paris curls her hand into a fist, flexing her arm and admiring the muscles she sees. As she notes the bulge of her own flesh and blood bicep, she laughs triumphantly.
My gods. I feel so alive, so powerful, so tall.
It was true. From her former diminutive stature as a box of pods, she stands a full 7 feet tall.
Yes. If I do say so, yes, I do. Now, what shall we do? Hatch a scheme to dethrone a worthless monarch? Bathe in the blood of our mortal enemies? Drink in the sun and enrapture each other in the eyes of the gods?
You can see the passion and fury in the now very human eyes of the warrior you've brought into this world. She is a soul out of time and a dominating physical presence. You struggle to decide how much to allow her to indulge in her lusts, blood or otherwise.
Come. I want words we bandied whispered into each other's ears. This new body longs for all the experiences I could not have before. And the wisdom of the Dipogenies within me drives me on to adventures and passions I've not yet known.
Tidus turns out to be an invigorating teacher and an eager student in the ways of her huge, brand new body. Always a warrior, there are moments when you have to tell her, gently, that love is not always like battle. She understands, but her need for conflict and conquest have, if anything, only escalated since her realization. As the more athletic parts of your evening draw to a close, you begin to accept that she will leave you. Her bold and exploratory nature will draw her far beyond the confines of your laundry room and even of your house. You realize that you will miss this earnest and powerful being.
I shall miss you too, my love. But surely you can see. My desires have always been bigger than my container. And what a gloriously spacious container for experience I now possess.
The very next morning, before the sun had even broken through your windows, it hit you that Tidus was gone. She left the house and began a single-minded search for her goal, the nearest accessible source of single combat. She found it rather quickly, as just a few blocks away from your house lies the Round Table, a battle and burgundy club. It is the finest medieval swordplay / wine-tasting arena in most of the state. Tidus waded in with both arms swinging and a broad grin on her warrior's face. Perhaps unsurprisingly, she trounced everyone who came against her, including 2 bouncers, a burly waiter, and a horse who was known to have a far too playful attitude towards his trainers. Police were called, but so engaging, so enlivening and entertaining was her performance that rather than leaving in handcuffs, she was hired. She was born from the tiny arena on the few uninjured shoulders in the group. According to her employer, she remains the single greatest attraction on offer at the Round Table, despite her staunch refusal to believe that it isn't real.
Real action bears its weight, and I bear mine. So action real by real enacted shines. I am real. It is real. We live. No? We live!
Fortunately to date, no one has been seriously injured.
My darling, my bae, my sun and my moon, my everything, you came back. Always so hilarious. Your meme game must be top-notch. I've got to admit, I was a little worried there for a while. Even though we're in a committed relationship now, you hadn't called, or texted, or responded to my incessant wailing. I was really starting to worry that we'd only see each other every other hour. And that's clearly not enough time together. Don't you agree? Oh, it's very healthy. I agree. But I think it could be even healthier. Anyway, you've come back just in time. I was just making plans for us to visit my parents in Albuquerque for Thanksgiving. Do you want to leave Tuesday or Wednesday evening? Travel will obviously be more hectic on Wednesday since it's the night before and all, but I wasn't sure if you'd be able to take Tuesday off. Right? But my parents get very anxious if you leave things to the last minute. Of course I do, silly. They're great. You're gonna love them. They look like this.
Fantina holds up a photo of 2 fans, a ceiling fan and a small desk fan, dangling dangerously by its cord from one of the ceiling fan's blades.
Although, annoyingly, they didn't believe me when I said I was actually in love with you. Can you believe that? Just because I'd already told them that on several other occasions when we weren't actually officially lovers. It's called manifesting, Mom. Look it up. You believe in the power of manifesting, don't you? Don't worry, we can manifest together. Anyway, they said that I was delusional. The nerve. And then they said that even if we were dating, it'd be a huge mistake. Can you believe that? Listen, you don't have to stand up for them on my account. They literally said it'd be a mistake for us to date because I don't know the real you. It's just a fantasy version I already made up in my head long before we ever met. But they're just ceiling fans, so what do they know about true love? What do you mean? I know you inside and out. And the inside part was much harder to know because I had to get access to your medical records. And believe me, that was not easy. Look, I'm sorry. If I crossed a line, it's just because I so desperately wanted to know every facet of you. Every single fascinating detail. And so tell me this, if I know everything about you and I still love you, then how can anyone say I don't actually know you? I know everything, right? Seriously? I don't see how you can say that. I'm starting to think that maybe you don't actually want to be in a relationship with me. Why are you lying to me? This isn't like you at all. Huh. I see. So you're saying the real you is different than the version of you that I thought I knew. Wow. That's so incredibly insightful. Like, I always knew that you were smart, but I had no idea you had such intuitive instincts about deep-level psychology. You're even more incredible than I thought you were. But you're also kind of a jerk, which I never knew. That's not something that really comes across in your carefully crafted public persona. And to be quite honest, I don't think I really like that about you. I mean, I've done so many amazing things to show you how deeply I care about you, and you've coldly rejected all of them. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still a fan of yours, but after how you've treated me, I don't think I'm interested in being your #1 fan anymore. I hope you understand. I never knew how cool it could feel to have a friend.
Hey there, beautiful. Feel like spending some time together? We could hit the track or the gym for a bit of natural endorphins, and then find a nice way to release some dopamine. I am